When it comes to dealing with winter bills, the right tools make all the difference. Go to ngrid.com/bill help to learn more. National Grid, here with you, here for you. WBZ News Time is 1:08. Time now for business news from Bloomberg.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the 7 group winners competing for Best in Show
at this year's 139th Westminster Dog Show, where thousands of dogs will vie for the title Best in Show. As many as 800 competitors will stay at the Hotel Pennsylvania, right across the street from the show's venue, Madison Square Garden. Jerry Grymak is the hotel's doggy concierge, in charge of pooch relations and marketing.
I'm there to welcome the dogs, welcome them with open paws.
Jerry will drop names of past Best in Show winners who stayed at the Pennsylvania.
We had Rufus, the egg-shaped bull terrier, and we also had the famous beagle Uno. And believe it or not, to this day, people still call us and say, "Can I stay in Uno's room?"
And then there are pre-show rituals.
Someone had an opera singer serenade their dog in the lobby, and it was an Italian Spumoni dog. The dog was there with a top hat and a bow tie and was howling with it.
I'm Patrice Sikora, Bloomberg Business on WBZ News Radio 1030.
WBZ News Time is 1:09. Turning back to our top story now. The storm, snow has ended, cold weather on the way, and a lot of people off the roads today. But in case you wonder what it is like to be driving out there, WBZ's Mike Riley is checking in from the South Shore. Mike?
Hi, Art. I just came right down the expressway and onto Route 3. Expressway was pretty good, down to bare pavement for the most part. Route 3, though, when you get on that off-ramp to Route 3, still a little snow and a little bit of ice as well. In fact, I saw 2 thinouts over onto the right side of the highway there into a snowbank, Art. And unfortunately, some people just think that it's, they have the plows in front of you there if you have an SUV, but you really have to use caution and obey the speed limit every which way possible. Side roads aren't too good either. So, like the governor said, stay off the road if you can, and if you have to be out there, just be careful.
All right, Mike, I assume that it's pretty slippery then.
Yes, sir.
WBZ's Mike Riley. WBZ's Karen Riegel was out talking to some drivers earlier.
Alan had a good night coming in from New York State to see his brother's band Soul System play in Boston, but now he has to make it home.
Slow down. Speed kills. Slow down. Take your time. Stay in the tire tracks that are obviously before you. Unless they're going off the road, then don't follow them, right? But keep a safe distance between other vehicles. Slow down when at all possible. Use your hazards, especially at 30 miles an hour. The snow looks like a sheet.
Alan doesn't have much company. The Pike is downright barren. On the Mass Pike in Framingham, Karen Riegel, WBZ News Radio 1030.
Thank you, Karen. And the MBTA has suspended all service today as crews work to clear the tracks. Hundreds of flights have been canceled at Logan, and many Sunday events have been canceled because of the storm. We have a list on our website, cbsboston.com. Click on storm closings. Well, let's change the subject now. Talk about sports. WBZ's Charlie Bergeron is in the aceticket.com sports studio.
Thank you, Art. Madison Square Garden tonight, the NBA All-Star Game. Celtics haven't played since their 1-point win over Atlanta on Wednesday, and they'll stay off the floor until Friday when they play the first of 3 in a row. On the road, they'll face the Kings in Sacramento. The Celtics' Tommy Heinsohn, who was inducted into the NBA's Hall of Fame as a player 29 years ago, will now re-enter the Hall, this time as a coach, selected by the Veterans Committee. And Heinsohn thanks NBA officials far and wide for his induction.
You're gonna call it a hard foul? These guys are ridiculous. These guys are ridiculous.
Maybe you didn't thank them. That's NBA Hall of Famer for a second time, Tommy Heinsohn. Bruins have dropped 4 of their last 5 games. They're in Calgary to face the Flames tomorrow night, and then from there it's on to Edmonton, St. Louis, and Chicago. Weather changing a couple games as far as local basketball is concerned on the collegiate level. BC's men's game tonight at Connie Forum against Miami will instead be played tomorrow. They have not picked the time as yet. The BC women's game against North Carolina, scheduled for this afternoon, has been moved to tomorrow night. Charlie Bergeron, WBZ Sports.
traffic and weather together on the threes all day long. WBZ News Radio 1030.
WBZ News Time is 1:13. It's traffic and weather together. The Subaru dealers of New England, all-wheel drive traffic on the threes, and here is Lou Michaels.
Okay, thanks, Art. North of town, Route 93 southbound right now, slow from 129 all the way down to Montvale Avenue. Upper end of 128 heading northbound, that's slow up by 35 in Beverly, and then again heavy up to the Drapella Road stretch in Waltham. On the North Shore, Route 1, that's moving okay through Saugus, but again, not much volume there. Downtown right now, 93 heading southbound, that's slow from Route 60 to the lower deck. Storrow Drive eastbound also slow with snow removal at Leopard Circle and some heavy volume on the westbound side of Storrow from the Hatchell out to Kenmore. South of town, getting reports of a crash, Route 24 southbound by Harrison Boulevard. Route 3 expects some reduced speeds between Weymouth and the Cape. Expect slower travel also on the lower ends of routes 95, 495, and 128 just due to weather-related issues. And the expressway right now, that's light but moving both directions. West of town right now, the Mass Turnpike, we're still looking at a 40-mile-per-hour speed limit in effect between Boston and the New York border. This report being brought to you by Napa Auto Parts. Quality, knowledge, skill, value. That's Napa know-how with more than 400,000 quality parts and 85 years of experience. They got the know-how to find the right part you need. Stop into a Napa Auto Parts store or Napa Auto Care Center today to experience the Napa difference. Next report, 123 on WBZ's Traffic on the Breeze.
Thank you, Lou. WBZ News Time 1:14. And now let's check in with WBZ AccuWeather meteorologist Dean DeVore about what to expect over the next couple of days. The weather brought to you by King Pine Ski Area. Dean, what's up?
Well, we got a blizzard warning now for the entire area. It's been short until about 7 p.m. tonight, so that tells you when the worst scenarios are going to be in terms of the poor visibility and the wind and the cold. Now, the wind and the cold will continue hard through the night, so even though the worst of the visibility issues probably through this evening, overnight into tomorrow morning is still going to be brutally cold. Real feels down to 25, 35 below, and there will still be